Hello, my name is Chris, and you're watching VSense. On today's video, we're going to review a fragrance by the house of Louis Vuitton. This is a French fashion house. I think a lot of people know who Louis Vuitton is. It is a very iconic fashion house that has been around for a long time. Mr. Louis Vuitton started making trunks, and this is how he became famous. Now the house is the #1 selling fashion house on the planet, so that's a very big achievement. You know, there's so many great fashion houses out there, like Dior, like Chanel, like Hermes, and the one that does, always stand out as the best-selling one would be Louis Vuitton. So they did launch a fragrance collection about in 2015, maybe sooner. I'm not sure in the exact date for that, but since then they've launched quite a few different collections, quite a few different fragrances. The one that we are reviewing today by the title, as you have seen, is California Dream. So when you order from Louis Vuitton, they do let you select if you want a shopping bag. If you want the shopping bag, they also include that in the box, and then they include this beautiful box. There's no ribbon on this when you do order it, just so you are aware. When you do open this, and it is a magnetic closure, you do get a beautiful presentation. So it's wrapped in tissue paper with a Louis Vuitton sticker here. You can take that off, and inside snugly sits your fragrance box. So California Dream is this guy here. It also comes with samples. I did already open this. I did smell the samples. The samples that I got on this, they actually let you select more than one. The last 2 times that I've purchased a fragrance from them, they only send you one. Well, not one sample, but one fragrance, and they sent you 2 samples. So last time they sent me 2 of Cactus Garden, which is discontinued. I did not select it. I don't know why they picked that out, but I got Cactus Garden. And then the one that I got, this one, was Ombre Nomad, which is one of their, darker bottles. It is an oud fragrance. It's a very popular one. By the way, that fragrance does remind me a lot of Black Saffron by the brand of Byredo. So if you've smelt that one, they have a very similar little play on scents overall. So if you've smelled that one, they both have a very similar scent to me, at least to me. Ombre Nomad and Black Saffron do smell very similar. Obviously, with Ombre Nomad, you get a little bit more of an oudy, smoky experience, but the sweet saffron is definitely there on both of them. So back on this one, we are reviewing, like I said, California Dream. So this is part of their California collection. Originally, they launched, I believe it was Cactus Garden. They launched Afternoon Swim, and then there was another one that was in a yellow bottle. I could be incorrect, though. And then they did come out with these guys. So they have come out with City of Stars, California Dream, On the Beach, and they have kept Afternoon Swim. So you get those 4 fragrances in this range. When you look on their website, they actually label them as Cologne Perfume or Cologne Parfums. They're not colognes, though. They are eau de parfum, just for your, understanding. So they are a little bit higher concentration. They are supposed to be a little bit more, potent. They're supposed to last a little bit longer. They don't have the worst performance. I will say that off the bat. They have a pretty good performance overall. Compared to a lot of other fragrances, it's not the highest performance. So this is what the packaging looks like. When you do open it, it has a little enclosure here. Just so you do know, it has some information on the front. Nothing is on the back or on the bottom of here. It does have a little bit of information as to the fragrance, badge code, all that information. And then you get an LV logo at the top. When you open this guy, you get your traditional packaging. So this is what all of the Louis Vuitton fragrances come in, essentially, which is a plain white box. It's a very nice cardboard material. As I said, because I did review City of Stars, I will link that down in the description. But if you have touched City of Stars or, any of Louis Vuitton's fragrances packaging, it's very easy to get dirty. So if you're going to display this, I would definitely keep an eye on it, because if you do decide to clean it off with a wet rag and there's dust, you might, ruin the packaging overall. So I know there's people out there that collect packaging. If you do, then definitely be aware that this is one that will get dirty quite quickly. So the way that the box opens is that you pull off the top, and then once you pull off the top, you do get your beautiful bottle in here. This is a very nice little pedestal. I know Tom Ford does something like this. Dior does something very similar. Quite a few brands do this little pedestal layout. Very nice. I do love it quite a bit. It does make it look a little bit more premium, a little bit more luxe. So the packaging is, you know, in line with the rest of the collection. So it does have that beautiful little sprayer top that does come off. It is magnetic, so it's very nice. The sprayer is a Louis Vuitton sprayer, so it does have a nice, you know, spray. Seriously. It does have a nice distribution, which is very misty, very big, very bold. You know, you can just walk right through it and it'll definitely let you have an even distribution of the fragrance overall. So yes, this is what the bottle looks like. Very nice. It's an ombre effect. So it's a blue and a kind of like salmony kind of red, you know, combination of colors. The California Dream fragrance is one of the nicer bottles if you ask me. I think the ugliest one would be on the beach. That's just my taste though. But I definitely would say that the best looking one would be this guy here, which is City of Stars. I mean, look at the color difference. They're very nice, very beautiful. Just so you do know, for size comparison, these are 3.4 fluid ounces, so 100 ml bottles. They do make 200 ml bottles. They are quite expensive, just so you do know as well with Louis Vuitton fragrances, if you end up purchasing one. If you buy the bottle, and later down the road you decide that you really love it and that you want another one, you can actually take these bottles into LV and they will actually refill them for you. I'm not sure if that is for the entire range or if it, you know, also includes the California collection, since it is a permanent line. It's not like a collection that's going to go away anytime soon. So this fragrance was launched in 2020. This is one of the newer releases. The newest one out of this range, just so you do know, is City of Stars. This was launched, like I said, in 2020. The perfumer for this is Jacques Cavalier, which is the in-house perfumer for Louis Vuitton. He's also done work on a lot of other fragrances like the On de la Gemme collection, which is a sister company because it's also owned by LVMH. There's nothing really off kilter there, you know, he's obviously going to work on a sister line to Louis Vuitton. So yes, this is what the bottle looks like. Very nice. You do get your LV logo at the top. There's no logo on the sprayer. I know a lot of people like to see that kind of thing, and there's nothing inside of the cap as well, you know, like Dior does a little thing where they have the little CDs or the bumblebee at the top. This one does not, but you know, who really looks at that kind of stuff? Yes, this is what the bottle looks like, launched in 2020. The note breakdown on this is very lackluster because it only lists 3. So it lists mandarin, ambrette, and benzoin. So you do get more in this if you ask me. So you definitely get a blood orange in here. It's a very nice, crisp fragrance. You do get bergamot in here as well. The mandarin is definitely a very big, prominent note in this one. So it is a very citric fragrance. It has a lot of a sharp citric side to it, which is very nice. It's very clean. It's very sophisticated. It's clean, but without smelling like detergent or smelling like a bottle of Pledge, if you will. So it's definitely a really well-balanced fragrance. The benzoin is the one that I have a hard time seeing in here. I can maybe see it in very small, minute portions, but it's not a standout, you know, note overall. So I'm not sure why it's listed as one of the standout notes. Definitely ambrette is in here as well because it has a very nice, soft creaminess to the fragrance overall. So this bottle and this fragrance overall to me smell like a very nice luxe fragrance. They smell like a beautiful sip of champagne or a mimosa on a nice spring/summer day, you know, somewhere out in the middle, like in Saint-Tropez or, you know, on the French Riviera. So definitely a very nice fragrance. I definitely recommend this one. Now, the only con to this fragrance is that the longevity and performance on this one is not the best. I did get better performance out of City of Stars versus California Dream. That might just be my body chemistry. Obviously, you want to try the fragrance on your own and see how it works on you because it's going to change from person to person. On me, this one does not smell that much, but it is a very nice fragrance. I can definitely see myself, you know, using this as an everyday fragrance because although it has that very clean, sharp edge to it, it's definitely one that is not offensive. It's one that can be loved by men and women and definitely be worn on a daily basis as your daily driver fragrance. So the price for this bottle, which is like I said 100 mils or 3.4, would cost you $280 US. That's not including taxes, of course. If you decide to go for the bigger one, which you absolutely can, I would definitely recommend always getting a bigger one, but obviously smelling it prior to doing that. Although LV's, you know, return policy is pretty good. I know you can smell it. I know you can actually order a sample and then, you know, return it back if you're not a fan of it, or you can take it back to the store as well. So definitely, you know, a little bit more flexibility there. I know that there's another brand like Celine, which is also part of LVMH, where they will not take the bottle if it is open in any shape or form. So the plastic seal must be on the bottle box, and if it's not, then they won't take it back. So that's a really nice thing that you can still try this fragrance. You can wear it and see if it's good on your skin, you know, because although it might smell amazing, because it really does, it can, you know, change on person to person based on your skin and fragrance chemistry. So if you decide to go for a 200-ounce bottle, that one would cost you $410 US, not including taxes. Price breakdown per mil, the smaller one, which is this guy, the 100 ml bottle, this would cost you $2.80 per mil. If you decide to go for the bigger one, you would be paying $2.05 per mil. So that's a 75-cent difference. So, you know, overall, it's going to save you quite a bit of money. So definitely check this guy out. I do really like it. Like I said, if there's any, you know, tips out there that you guys can give me to make this wear a little bit longer, I would definitely appreciate those. Put them down in the comments below, because it is a really nice fragrance. It's one of those that I really do like. I really do appreciate. I really do have a fascination and love for it, because it does remind me of California, you know, the Malibu beach and that beautiful, you know, sparkle that the city has at nighttime. California is such a beautiful state on so many levels, and I do really think that they have captured the beauty of California in this fragrance and City of Stars. I will be trying, you know, to get afternoon swim as well as on the beach, and you know, once I do those, you'll obviously see the reviews on here. Make sure to subscribe to see those at any point in time. But yes, I do feel like they have captured the beauty of the fragrance house of Louis Vuitton while also grabbing the DNA of what California means, and it's definitely a very exciting, fun collection to try. So definitely check it out. Let me know what you think about it down below. Also, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and make sure to share if you like the video. If you don't like it, then, you know, by all means, you don't have to do any of this stuff, but do subscribe if you want to see more fragrance related content, and I'll see you guys next time.